just holding this NFT. And with that methane token, you can utilize it to mint free NFTs. It's what we've been doing for the last 5 months, and it's been absolutely amazing. Our community's embraced it. It's been so cool. We've minted utility NFTs, which are incubators and merger orbs. We've minted God Bulls, which, by the way, have been minted out now for over a month, I think it's been super cool. It's a limited collection 500. But what's even more amazing is I got some WETH offers today for two of my God Bulls at 2.5 WETH.
Wait, did you say wheat or weth?
Weth, WETH, ETH. If you say ETH, it's got to be WETH. Weth,
I know.
tomato,
Wheat weth.
tomato, potato,
Is this like a GIF?
potato.
Is this like a GIF? What's the other? I can't even say it the other way.
No, I don't
GIF.
know.
Oh, GIF. GIF. GIF.
Yeah,
GIF. GIF.
yeah, it's a gift, right? There you go. No, but it's so cool because I saw those come in today and I was like, what? Wait a minute, 2.5? And I minted it for free. That's insane, right? I mean, it's totally crazy. And I love that about our project. Um, Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending how you look at it, those God Bulls have been minted out. Through the tokenomics of our project, our community was super engaged from the very beginning, and they had strategies to get that, which we talked about here on the show. But we still have teen bowls. Teen bowls are a big part of the strategy. As a matter of fact, right before we came on, I did a count, and there still are, which is blowing me away that we still have this many to mint. 5,284 teen bowls are still out there to be minted. That's what's left. So the collection's 9,000, and we still have more than half to mint out, which is crazy. Now, technically, it's a 12,450 collection, but through our tokenomics, you had to burn 3,450. So by the time we're done with the overall minting of the teens, our net positive will be 9,000 in the collection. So it's super cool, but we've got over half of them to mint. So let's talk about that real quick for anybody that's new in the room, because I just said that we've got these cool free NFTs, which, by the way, let's look at this real quick here because I'm on OpenSea and just checking out our collection like I usually do before we come on so I could see where we're at. And I think the last time I looked, the teens were at a point 12 floor, which is crazy considering their, yeah, point 12. Well, 0.1189, but close enough to point 12, and they're free as well. So these are free minted NFTs, and they're selling every day. They've got a cool value. People are finding that as an entry into our project, which is super awesome. And our volume's been pretty good. Yesterday, 22 of them sold, which is awesome. I think that's amazing in this bear market. But let's talk about how the tokenomics work for the teens for anybody that's come in. So in order to get the teens, you have to use methane token. The teens are not minted by our contract. We don't get them. They don't go into a treasury. We have no access to them as a team. We have them in our treasury wallet, but the only reason we have them in our treasury wallet is because we're utilizing the tokenomics as well with the OG bulls that we currently hold. We hold some OG bulls in the wallet, and we play the tokenomics and mint these into our treasury wallet to give them away to our community. So it's really cool how we designed this project. Is the power of minting these additional NFTs are in the hands of everybody that owns the OGs. So our OG collection is divided by guilds. If you watch our lore, maybe we can get that posted up in the nest sometime in the next few minutes here. But our lore is this amazing, awesome animated storyboard that talks about our project, makes it real easy to understand our roadmap, our gamification tokenomics in this very cool animated storyboard. It's narrated. And in this lore, we talk about how the creator, quote unquote creator, created the bulls and divided the bulls into four guilds: north, south, east, and west. The guilds are super important because it's really how our tokenomics work. So, in order to mint a teen bull, you have to have two bulls in your wallet, and those bulls have to be of the same guild, either north, south, east, or west. Those bulls also have to have breedings. So every bull, when it was minted, came with three breedings each. So once you paired those up, you paired them up and they each bred out once. So for a pair of bulls, you got three breedings. You took 600 methane tokens, you initiated on our website, and with 600 methane tokens and those available breedings in those two bulls, you were able to mint an incubator. The incubator is the beginnings of a teen bull. It's where the teen is grown in our lore. After you have that incubator in your wallet, then you're able to take that incubator with 600 additional tokens and mint yourself a free teen. So basically, you're utilizing the breedings in your OG bulls. You're utilizing 1,200 tokens total, and in that path, you get yourself a free NFT. Super cool. You don't have to stake your OG bull. You don't have to do anything with this special. All you do is hold it in your wallet, and you're earning those tokens every day. Now, you're asking how many tokens am I earning? Great question. 10 methane tokens per day for just holding it. So if you have those two OG bulls, you're earning 20 methane tokens per day. So you can do the math and you can see that just holding two bulls of the same guild, it would take you about 2 months to earn enough methane token to mint that free team. Super cool, great utility, something awesome that you get out of the OG bulls that I don't see a lot of projects doing. But of course, a lot of our community has gathered or acquired more bulls than that. Now that's one strategy to get to teens. But we also allow another strategy, and the reason why we do incubators, because some people have asked, they're like, "Well, why do you do this incubator? Why don't you just take these breedings and mint a teen?" And I don't know if we've ever really talked about that on the show and why we did this two-step process. The reason we did the two-step process was to allow or enable people that don't have OG bulls to still acquire the incubators, because the incubators are NFTs. They're tradable, sellable NFTs, just like anything else in our collection. So somebody theoretically could acquire that incubator on OpenSea in our Bulls and Apes Project utilities collection, and then if they had, let's say, example, they purchased a teen or a couple teens off the floor, the teens also earn methane. You could have a few teens, earn some methane, go on to OpenSea Utilities, acquire a incubator because they're for sale right now, and take those methane tokens in an incubator and create a teen. So it's just another strategy and pathway to create a free NFT besides having to have the OG bulls. Now, yes, you're still buying something. So, quote unquote, free really is via the path of having the OG bulls. But there's other strategies in our tokenomics, which makes it really cool and fun for people looking at ways to enter our project. Now, something about the breedings. Once you use a breeding, that bull loses a breeding. So you can only do this 3 times. And once that bull is bred out, then he actually increases his methane production by 50%. So he goes up to 15 methane per day. And that's really cool. Now, we have some other tokenomics in our project that we'll go into in a bit, that there's ways to replenish those breedings. But that's the basics of getting into our project and utilizing the tokenomics to actually generate a free NFT that has value currently on our floor. Super awesome. And there's still 5,284. I was doing the math. We've actually minted 7,166 of them, and that's done in 5 months. That's what it's about 1,500 a month. Is my math right on that? Roughly, a little less. So
I don't know.
it's
I got to get the calculator. That's what you're the math whiz. That's why you
yeah,
do
that's
tokenomics.
about that. So that means that we have at this rate a little over 3 months probably to mint out these teens. Now, will it be accelerated? It may be, just because how we saw with the God Bulls, it started out slow. And as we got closer to the end, people were scrambling for them because they were like, oh my gosh, there's only a few left. So they were hurrying. So we may see that. There's some bets going on in the project, and on the team that, hey, maybe they'll be minted out by the end of the year. I don't think so, because that's 4 weeks away. I think we'll definitely get into January and maybe into the 1st of February, is my expectation, before these are minted out. But you never know. And it also depends on what our community does with their methane tokens. Um, we talked about in our project that methane is going to be used for a lot of different things. So, there's other things that are going to be announced, and I've actually talked about this very openly, that the apes are coming and methane is definitely going to be needed. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but if people start heeding that warning and they start collecting that methane, that could slow down the teen production as well. So the mint out of the teen. So super cool. But how are you doing
Can
with your?
can I can
How's
I
it going?
can I give everybody one little warning?
Yes.
You have a lot of fake dupe projects out there. So please make sure, this is how I do it to make sure that I'm in the right place, is I go to the blue checked Bulls and Apes Genesis project, and then in the information in the description, that's where the links to the other official projects are that are not blue checked. Please make sure you do not mint or buy anything that is not real.
Thank you for that. And part of the reason why those other collections are not blue checked is because they're not minted out. So the Teen Bulls, once we reach our 9,000 total collection, we'll end up getting a blue check there. The utilities will never have a blue check because the utilities are where the utilities lie, and they're always being minted and created through our tokenomics. So keep that in mind. But thank you for that point. I really do appreciate it. I actually have not been following up on that. Sad that there's all those fake accounts out there. I hate that.
Well, I
you know?
was just gonna go buy a really cute teen bowl, and then I went, wait, he just said 0.11 or it's 0.18 and or 118, and I was looking at it and it was like 0.03. And I went, no,
Yeah. Now another
no.
yeah, it's terrible. Another way to make sure that you're getting good information is you go to our Discord. All of our links are on our Discord. So if you're not sure and you want to enter the project, hop into our Discord first. And that's also a good way of entry because we have so many things that our project offers as far as utility. We have these tokenomics that I just talked about. We have VC deals. We've got other things that are being announced. So if you ever have a question, just jump into Discord. Mods are awesome in there. They'll chat you up. They'll help you out. They'll give you some direction, and then you can find our links there as well. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I want to say, have you officially met my friend here, Adrian Ashley?
no,
I
I
don't,
haven't.
I don't
It's
know if you've ever
awesome that
met Adrian.
no. Hi, Adrian. How are you?
I am fantastic. Even more happy now because I have the fabulous Tess in house. She's all mine right now. I'm just
She's going
sharing.
well
I'm
for
just
the next
sharing
hour.
her with you for the. Well, I'm sharing her temporarily, but we are taking over Miami.
That is awesome. I love it. I love it. Yeah, we get to have her back here for at least the next 40 minutes or so. But I know she's got a busy calendar. I'm excited for her, man. I'll tell you, Tess is super smart. You guys are in for a treat when you get her on that panel because she blows me away every time as far as what she knows. This project, her passion for the space, unbelievable.
She is so good. She's about to be like the minute she's done, she's gonna get mobbed, and then she's gonna have like 20 more bookings.
Oh, and the crazy thing is you don't even. And I mean, as far as her Web3 knowledge, that's awesome. But when it comes to BAP and what we're doing here, the crazy stuff that we've got going on, you guys are going to need to keep her close because when things start getting dropped and announced I'd say the next 3 weeks are going to be well, no, let's say 4 weeks are going to be absolutely insane with the things that are being dropped. Yeah, I think there's going to be some need for some consultations, some insights, some alpha, you name it, and she'll be definitely there for it.
I know. Be careful, Tank. You guys don't tell her that I know so much. We're literally. I'm staying with her. We're literally in the same house. She's gonna feed me wine all night and make
Yeah,
me give
you
up the
better watch
goods.
it.
Oh yes, I am.
Oh
I
my
am.
goodness.
I am not giving up my access. Are you kidding me? I'm going to utilize this to the best of my ability because I got a learning curve.
That's so
Yeah.
funny. Oh, it's
So
awesome.
so Adrian is a good friend of mine. We met a while ago at a Palm Beach conference, and we've been hanging out for a few conferences. And last time I came down to Palm Beach, I don't know if you remember it, but she actually bought when we still had the Daily Drop. She came on and she bought and joined. She's a member of the BAP community. She's got a
Nice.
pretty nice OG bull. Yeah, exactly. So um if you guys don't know, Adrian is a crypto badass woman herself. So she's been around for quite a long time in the crypto game. And so we're happy to have her hanging out here with us. If it takes me occupying the same space for her to be in our space, that's what it takes. So here she is. Um,
It, it's awesome. I mean, I sit here and talk to myself. It's cool to have people up on stage because her crypto and I will be in here sometimes just talking to ourselves for an hour and a half, which is fun. I can talk forever. It doesn't matter, but it's great to have somebody else up here to banter with a little bit. And we appreciate you coming up.
Thank you. I appreciate being here.
Cool.
Adrian, I just wanted to add to that real quick. What the BAPs are doing with the crypto space is something that is unbecoming of many NFT projects. The storytelling, the tokenomics, everything else, like how they're integrating everything into buying into the original project has been so amazing. If you were a mentor of the original project, you are given back tenfold everything you minted into. And when they bring back when they introduce the tokenomics, and you can mint team bulls and god bulls. Like, it's just free. It's essentially free money, and it's just crazy how they have built this like little ecosystem, tokenomic system, essentially, within their NFT community, and it's literally groundbreaking. Like, what they're doing right now, what they are creating within the NFT community is they're building a platform for their NFTs, and they're making something of value for anyone that holds the NFT. So when people look at it as like, oh, you own the NFT, you own the PFP, pause for a minute and take a step back and realize it's 10,000 times bigger than that, because the founders, the creators, those people that are in charge are doing much work behind the scenes and creating many opportunities for those holding the OG bulls, and giving us all many opportunities to create money if we want to. The thing is like, what I love most about the bulls, and I'm gonna just say this now, is that the creators have never once ever given up or turned a blind eye to the community. It's always been about community feedback, listening to what the community wants to do, and also doing what they think is best for the community. So it's a give and take, but it's a great great give and take. Sorry, go ahead.
I think it's amazing. It's one of the best projects in the space, and I think, bull or bear season, it won't matter, because this project was actually designed correctly. And I'm launching a globally broadcast television show called Minting the Future, and I'm roping Tess into doing a bunch of stuff to really talk about what makes a great project and what makes a great community and how to serve your community. She doesn't even know. I just kind of volunteered her.
There you go. That's awesome. And it's funny you mentioned bull or bear. It doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, we have bears in our collection now. I don't know if you know this, but just a week and a half ago, we acquired BOTB. BOTB is an OG collection that minted in June of last year, and it had a great start. It was real short after BAYC. It was actually minted right around the same time as Lazy Lions, and it had a great start. It was on track to be a pretty amazing project, and they had some issues with the founders. The community took over. They did their best to try to keep their head above water, but over the last year, just with a combination of that slow rug and then the fact that we had a serious bear market, of course, they'd been struggling. But there was a really close connection for all of us on the executive team. It was the very first project I ever minted. It was the first project Guy ever minted. Manny is the largest holder. He holds over 400 of them. Anthony was on the DAO and a big part of the community, rescuing it from the rug. We went to the community and said we'd love to take over. Actually, see a few holders here in the audience, and we provided them a 120-day roadmap with some really cool ideas that we had, and the community voted, and we actually acquired them a week and a half ago. So not only do we have OG BAP bulls, we have team bulls, we have god bulls, we have all these utilities, but we now have an OG bull from BOTB and OG Project. We've got their Evo bull and bears. So we're super excited about that. And not only that, but because we talk about tokenomics on this space every Tuesday night, I announced last week that those three NFTs in that collection are going to be tokenized. So because they're part of our project, they're going to have tokens. They're going to be able to mint tokens, just like our collection, our BAP collection does. So you guys keep your eyes out. That's probably going to happen sooner, not soon, but not soon, but literally sooner than you think. So that's a little alpha tonight. Make sure you're checking in on my collection page. If you haven't had a chance to, and you own BOTB assets in your wallet, get in there, connect on our My Collection page at the BAP, which is bullsandapeproject.com. And when you connect there, you're not only going to see all of your BAP NFTs, but you'll see your BOTB NFTs. And there may be a little surprise very soon dropping in there for Methane Token. So little alpha tonight.
That is so awesome. And that's one of the things that I've seen a lot in the space. It's like consolidation doesn't have to be bad, because like what you just said, you literally just enhanced your project, saved another project, and it's only going to exponentially make your project better.
Yeah, and that's what we thought, There you go, sound effects. That's a big part of it. And we didn't look at it as like, oh, this is all about BAP. Um, we looked at it as, yes, it's going to enhance our project. Like you said, it's bringing more eyes into BAP. It's bringing more attention onto the Bulls and Apes. When we made the announcement, people were like, what? But it's also helping a project that well deserved it. BOTB is an amazing project. Cool art. The artist Rui did some amazing art. I love it. Some people don't like it. Everybody has a different taste. But I like what they did. And it's really cool that we get to now take this project that just wasn't given the due that it was due. It wasn't being looked at the way it should have been looked at as an OG project. And we're saying, no, you know what, you guys, this project deserves attention and we're going to bring it to it. Not only that, but through their own gamification, when you bought an OG bull, you evolved it into what they called an Evo bull, and it was through this staking mechanism. And then you were allowed to mint out a bear if you had an OG bull. That process was never completed, so we have actually incomplete projects. The Evos, there's over 3,000 that were never minted out, and on the bears, there's a little over 500 that were never minted out. So right now, what we did is because we acquired the project and we also acquired all of the assets, that art is already completed. Now we're going back into the contracts. We're looking at them with our own in-house devs to see how we can unlock these NFTs that were never minted and bring those back into the community as well and give the community an opportunity to mint them. So that's exciting because we look at these three cool collections that aren't complete. The OGs are, but the Evos and Bears aren't. So I'm really excited about that.
I can talk you through that. It's not as hard as you
yeah,
think.
well, no. I know it's not. We have very smart in-house devs, but we're going through that process to make sure that everything is done because there are certain things that were established in the smart contract for staking. So we're working on how we can readjust that because we don't want to have to require the OG bulls to be staked again to unlock the Evos. So we're working through that process to make it make sense for what we do in BAP, right? Because we have a certain mechanic that we work through. So we want to make sure that the mechanics that are going to be employed, deployed for the BOTB additional assets are going to work in conjunction. So it's all part of the process. So we're getting there though.
Woo! I know, so much process, so many things going on. We are like at a half an hour mark, and I just wanted. Oh, am I muted? Can you not hear me? Can you guys hear me?
No, now you're good.
Okay, good. Okay. So I say, yeah, we're at the half an hour mark. So exciting, you guys. I just wanted to take a minute, reset the room. We got a few new people who came in, a few new people on stage. Tank has gone into the BOTB acquisition. We've got a new big fam. We are family. Woo! And so I don't want everyone to get lost. You're in the right place. This is the Tankonomics Tuesdays. We're talking all things Bulls and Apes tokenomics, including the new BOTB tokenization. That was the alpha dropped last week. We got a non-recorded space right now, so we are on fire tonight, you guys. I'm in Miami hanging out. My friend Adrian's here on stage. We got a few other people who came up on stage too. Doc B, what's up? Do you have a question, comment, concern before we jump back into Tank running through our tokenomic strategies?
All of the above. I just want to wind this guy up and keep him going. He's dropping alpha left and right. Tank Man is my dude. And I wish he would tell everybody why he got that name Tank Man. I think that's an interesting story. I got a lot of respect for anybody who gets it up, strap it up every day, go out there and grind on. He's an entrepreneur, and I love it about him. And yeah, man, I love the BAP Bulls and Ape project. It was like this. It was I am still a blue chimp. Day one mint, right? And so they came to chimps and other established communities and Bad Baby Dinos and the rest of of us, right? And Bulls and Apes, they did something different in space than everybody else was doing at that time. What they did was they reached out to everybody and they said, look, man, we want the best of every community to support what we're trying to do. And it was a shitty time. We remember, man, I mean, the market was crap. And it was like, okay, these people say they're going to guarantee that whatever you invest into this project, money back guaranteed 6 months. And at first I was like, man, I don't know. I'm tired of getting led by my nose and, lubed up the other way, right? So I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get with this thing. And so I've been rolling with the BAP and they ain't let me down yet, right? You guys got a solid project. You got a team around you and, we're here to support you and root you on. And because at the end of the day, to me, it boils down to this, right? Like, you got to feed the hot hand. I'm not gonna sit here and keep shooting bricks against the fucking backboard if we're not scoring right now. If BAP got the hot hand, then that's where we're gonna put our money. That's what I'm trying to tell my community. But I can't come out and say it like that. I can't say, hey, everybody with a bad baby dino go over here and support BAP, because then they'll say you trying to fix the game. But in reality, you guys got the hot hand. So anything we can do to help y'all out, that's what's up.
We appreciate that, brother. I thank you so much, and we love all communities. You know, one of the things we talk about a lot is that this space is small, but we shouldn't all be living in our own little corner, our own little silo, right? I mean, it's all about we talk about this. I talk about this that a rising tide lifts all ships, right? We really truly believe that, and maybe some of our sneak peeks that you guys have seen over the last 4 days are kind of alluding to something that's going on. We're going to have a space on Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central. Don't miss it. Uh, but we really believe that. We really believe that good projects, projects that are really here to do good things for this space, to set new standards, to represent what NFT should be, not the rug pulls and the scams that we had at the end of 2021 and the beginning of this year, but real projects that are sticking around and really grinding and trying to get through this bear market. That we should all maybe stick together right now. It's harder to pull this train by yourself. But if we can team up, if we can, and it doesn't have to be a collaboration, but just whatever efforts we can make as a community and a community, broader community in the Web3, I think is better for this space because. We talk about this a lot. I made comments about this. It's a very small pond, and we're all fishing in the same pond, right? You see a lot of the same holders across multiple projects. What's really going to drive this space and grow this space is onboarding. And in a bear market with where crypto's at, because everybody associates crypto with NFTs, all of the scams going on and the crashes and everything, people are scared. They're afraid to get into anything new that they don't understand. So now it's time for us to educate, right? Stick together, educate, encourage people to come in, dip their toe in the water, try it out, test it out, see how you like it. But make sure that we're holding their hands and walking them through the process. It was so easy last year when everything was going crazy that people jumped in and they were on their own. They didn't know. They were clicking on links to get their free mints because they thought the free mint was an awesome thing. And then they were getting scammed and all of their NFTs were leaving their wallet. They were jumping into projects that they weren't investigating because they thought it was the next 10x. And the next thing you know, the founders are rugging and leaving the community high and dry. We're battling not only that reputation, but we're also battling the bear market. So I really truly believe that we should be sticking together and that we should be reaching out across the aisle to these other communities. So I know that you're part of this other community. You love what we're doing, and we appreciate anything. It's not like we need you to be out there, pumping it, selling it, but just to come up here on stage and voice what you believe we're doing and that you believe in what we're doing is awesome, and I appreciate it, man. I really, really do.
Absolutely, man. One love.
Cool. So hey, I want to let's well actually, you asked about Tankman. That's funny. I don't know if anybody's ever asked me. So I'll give you a quick story how I got my name. So I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've owned multiple businesses in my life since I was 25 years old. I'm actually almost 54. I'll be 54 in a couple months. But when I was 21, I started in the industry that I'm still in, environmental construction, installing underground and above ground fuel tanks for hospitals, critical care facilities, military, etc. And I worked for a company for 6 years, decided I could do it better at 27, started my business, and I'm getting ready to go on 27 years. So I'm a tank guy. That's what I do, tanks. And people sometimes think that it's because of my size. I do work out and train constantly. It's kind of a funny how that works when you call a name. But yeah, that's where Tank Man comes from. It's my IRL. It's what I do for a living. Besides this, I mean, this is my living now too, full time, 2 full-time jobs. But yeah, that's where it came from. So thanks for asking. But yeah, let's talk about some other stuff. We talked about the strategies. God, there's so many strategies to go through as far as what we can do. I want to touch a little bit on our Godbowl utilities because I think this is important. Related to our team bulls, right now our floor for our OG bulls is I think 0.42, slightly under. We're 2.5x right now. Our mint price of 0.17, which is amazing that we are where we are in this bear market. And I love the fact that we have a strong community that's supporting us and helping us, with that floor price and keeping our project driving forward. But we have these team bulls, and we're finding over the last, I think, month that a lot of people are going in and buying team bulls as an entry point into our project because it's a little less expensive. You can, like I said earlier, pick it up, come in, dip your toe in the water, and see what we're all about. And the team bulls have utility as well. And the utility for the team bulls was added just recently. Um, Part of this utility that we added, one was because we'd always knew that we were going to, but a big part of it is because we listened to the community. As we were working through our tokenomics and the gamification was happening, we heard what the community was saying. They were like, "Oh man, it'd be really cool if the teens could have something. It'd be really cool if the God Bulls could have additional utility." And we went back to the drawing board with our overall team, with our executive team first, and said, "You know what? We like what the community is saying. We have this suggestion corner in Discord, and we're in there reading it." And we had a couple really cool suggestions in there, so we brought that back to the drawing board, look to see what we could do, how it would work with our current tokenomics and gamification, and said, you know what, there's some really cool ideas here. We have ideas. Let's go back to the drawing board and see if we can come up with some cool things. And we did. We took some ideas that we already knew we were going to do, built on that, enhanced it, and released some really cool additional utility. And I think utility is super important. A lot of people throw that around, right? What's utility? Well, utility can be a lot of things. Utility for us is in-game utility. It's this utility to be able to generate additional assets that have value because everybody's looking for value, and we don't want people flipping necessarily. So if we provide them a path through gamification to earn assets, and they can utilize those assets then to maybe exit for liquidity or to level up or whatever they want to do, that keeps our core where they are, right? And that allows us to build a really strong foundation. So we wanted to make sure that we were still offering that utility and bringing that back to the community. So a couple things we did. Let's start with the God Bulls. So I mentioned earlier that the God Bulls were minted out, a little over a month ago. And the God Bulls are unique. 500, very limited in our collection. The God Bulls initial additional utility was earning 20 methane tokens per day, which is cool, double what the OGs were. But our community was hungry for something more. So we thought, you know what? Because we have such a strong community that believes in what we're doing and they're playing the game and getting to these God Bulls, let's give the God Bull holders a little bit more control over how the game's played. Let's actually let them control the game a bit. We're going to lay this out there, but they're really going to be able to steer the ship on how the game's played and then provide these additional utilities into our ecosystem. So the God Bulls have the ability to mint 3 additional utilities, and only the God Bulls can do this. We don't control it. The holders of the God Bulls do. And the way it works is the God Bulls generate a power. So the God Bulls have rankings just like the rest of our collection, and the highest ranked God Bull generates a power in 15 days. The lowest rank generates a power in 30 days, and then everybody else falls in that range someplace between 15 and 30, depending on how you rank. When you generate this power, the power allows you to open what we call a God box. Now, the God Bull has to spin methane. Just like I said earlier, the methane is the lifeblood of our economy. Everything that we do in our project, if you're going to do something, mint an NFT, do whatever, you're going to have to spend methane. So it's an ability to, you're earning it, you're going to have to spend it. That's part of the way the economy works. So what you're going to do is you're going to take 600 methane tokens and you're going to utilize those tokens with your power to open a God box. And when the God box opens, you're going to get a selection of 3 different NFTs. This is really cool animation. It's this little spinner that spins around. You can see them all spinning by, kind of like you're spinning the wheel on a slot machine in Vegas, hoping for that whatever, that heart to land. And once it lands on that NFT, you actually have that NFT transferred into your wallet. That's it. You pay a little bit of gas fees, you spend that 600 methane, and you get this NFT. Now, these 3 NFTs are just like every other NFT in our collection. They're all sellable. They are a separate NFT in our utilities collection. You can keep it and use it. You can put it up for sale if you want, being sold every day. So there's 3 different ones. Let's talk about each one. The first one is called replenishment. Now, earlier I talked about how each of our OG bulls has 3 breedings. And once you breed those out, they're called 0 breed bulls. They generate additional methane token, but other than that, they don't do anything else for our tokenomics. But now with the God Bulls creating this NFT called replenishment, that replenishment NFT, once applied to an OG bull that has 0 breeds left, will actually give it 3 breeds again. So we're creating a tool that you can replenish your breedings to then go mint additional teens, recirculating, getting that process going again. So super cool. Now, the one thing about this, and there's a caveat to these powers, the God Bulls are gilded just like our OGs. So we have north, south, east, and west. If you have a north God as an example, and you open a God box, whatever utility NFT you mint is going to be gilded to the north guild. So when you're ready to apply these NFTs to whatever the function is, specifically, let's talk about this replenishment, you can only apply that to North Gilded OGs. So it really gamifies how you're doing this. So if you only have a North God Bull in your wallet, you're only going to ever be able to create North utilities. But let's say you need a South. Well, then maybe you need to trade that out. So now we create this other dynamic of tokenomics and strategy of maybe you don't want to sell it, but maybe you want to hop in our Discord and you want to find somebody that has a South God and you want to say, hey, can I trade you this North for the South utility because I really need this. So it really creates this dynamic where we're getting community to really start interacting with one another, and it creates this really cool community vibe that we have going on in our Discord. So it was really cool that what we wanted to do was not just provide a utility, but really bring people together, and we can bring people together through our tokenomics and the utility of the project. So that's one of the things I really love about it. For us, it wasn't about, oh, we need to make sure all of these are being sold because we need to get our commission on this. That doesn't matter to us. What matters is what the utility and what the NFT is doing for the overall community. So we're totally fine with people trading. We encourage it. Hook up with somebody, trade your things out if that makes sense for your strategy. And it's a really cool thing about our project. So that's the first one. So the second one is what we call resurrection. So in the beginning, I made a comment about the fact that we have 12,450 teens that are minted. And part of the process of our tokenomics through minting the gods was not only having to spin methane, but you had to sacrifice teens. It was a big deal. You minted these cool teens, and if you wanted a god, you had to burn them, you had to give them up. So it really made you think about what you want to do as far as strategy. Did you want to collect the teens in your wallet because you like the art? Or did you want to sacrifice them and burn that NFT in order to level up to get to the God Bowl? And that was that process. And that's how we eliminate 3,450 of them out of our collection. So originally, we never had any plans for these teens that were burned. They were going to be forever gone. You made the decision, it was gone, it was gone. And then we thought, you know what? How cool would it be if we gave our community the opportunity to resurrect those and bring them back to life? So we added that as a utility that the God Bulls could create. And it's called Resurrection. So you're going to mint these cool NFTs called Resurrection. You can only resurrect a North if you're utilizing a North God Bull, of course. But the trick is we still had to remain or end with 9,000 teens. So in order to resurrect a teen, you have to sacrifice a teen. So it's another cool gamification because now you have to take a teen in your wallet to give him up to bring one from the underworld. So somebody might ask, well, why would I do that? If I've got a teen in my wallet, what's the point of getting one out of the underworld and doing a swap? Well, there's two things. One, you could level up to a teen that has better traits, that has maybe a higher rarity. So that's cool. But better than that, we added the ability for that teen that's resurrected to generate methane. So once he's resurrected, he's injected with this additional power and utility. That teen now generates 5 methane per day. Now, what's cool about this team is he generates methane the same way our OGs do. So when our OG bulls generate methane, it's collected and compounded. It stacks. So if you're generating 10 methane per day on your OG bull, you don't have to collect it every day if you want. You could go in there once a week, you go in there once a month, and it stacks. It compounds, it accumulates. Well, this teen bull that's resurrected does the same thing. 5 methane per day, it accumulates. Every day you get 5, the next day you get another 5. So you can go in and claim it whenever you want. Part of the reason we did that is because we wanted to make it financially more financially responsible, I guess, on our part to give our holders the ability to claim that when they wanted, so that way they could judge their gas fees, right? Because it doesn't make sense to go in and claim 10 methane tokens that may be worth $1, and then you have to pay $5 in gas fees, right? So we wanted to make sure that our community and our holders could make the decisions on their own and when they wanted to claim that to make the best financial decisions for themselves about how much gas fees they're going to pay. So that's what's super cool about the resurrection. Now, the third NFT that we created was called the Meth Machine. This Meth Machine Her Crypto, if you want to pop in here, I think this is your favorite. This is the one that you like the most now, right?
Absolutely. The meth machine is my ultimate favorite one because this is out of all the NFTs that we've just described, the Tank just went through these utilities. Like you said, they're not just something for you to mint and use, it's an actual NFT so you can sell on secondary. The other two are use once and done. You use it and it burns essentially. But this meth machine, you get to hold it, you mint it, and it lives forever. Lives, on the blockchain forever. You don't burn it. So you can mint this meth machine, and it is, as I believe you said, it's all guild specific. So whatever your God Bull guild is, north, south, east, or west, whatever utility you mint will work on those same guild OG bulls or teens. So with this meth machine, when you mint this bad boy, if I'm a South God Bull holder and I mint a South meth machine, and I happen to have 10 teens in my wallet that are all South, they're all going to produce methane token for as long as I hold this. And if I decide that I don't need it for after a month, I can sell it on secondary to someone else. They don't have to have a God Bull in their wallet, first of all. That's what's great. You don't even have to have a God Bull. You can use the meth machine without having a God Bull. It can be sold on secondary again and again and again. And it can also be used to create your own little farm, your meth farm. As we have Crypto Mac Daddy, he's got Meth Donald's cranking away, where you can send, he's got a West meth machine. You can send your West teams over to his little farm, and he's getting the methane token and doing everything for you, which I tell you what, this reminded me, I forgot to tell you, Tank, I have really bad news. I have terrible news.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Terrible, you guys. Okay, so we talked about how the teens create methane token, but you got to go in and you got to harvest every day. And they're
Right.
the teens where you got to wake their little booties up because
Right.
they're lazy.
Yeah.
Well, apparently on Sunday, I did not get my teens out of bed. And I was maxed out too. I was maxed out. I'd hit level
we're gonna
4.
talk about that. So that's the next thing we got to talk about. But I'm so bummed for you. Well, let's get to that. But I want to add something that you just talked about, the meth machine. So you're maybe a question that you're going to ask, because if I was on the other side of this phone and I wasn't familiar with the project, I'd be like, oh, wait a minute, Her Crypto just said I'm going to earn 5 methanes per day. Didn't Tankman just say that I'm getting to earn 5 methanes per day for my resurrected teen? So why am I going to resurrect a teen when I can just get a meth machine? Great question. And this is the reason why. Remember when I said the resurrected teen compounds their meth? The meth machine affected teens do not compound. They earn 5 methane per day, but that's it. So if you go in right now and you collect your 5 methane per day, tomorrow you'll have 5. But if you miss today and you go in tomorrow to collect it, guess what? You still only have 5. You're not going to have 10. So you have to actually attend to those teens every day. Now, one thing about the meth machine, just like I said a few minutes ago, we allow our community to decide when to claim their meth from their OGs or the resurrected teens, because we want to make that decision. We don't want to make that decision for them. We want them to make the decision, which makes the best financial decision that they can make when they pay gas fees. Well, if we're going to be doing this daily requirement to come in and babysit your teens, we thought, well, it's not fair to force our community to have to claim these, because that stinks, right? Especially if you've got one. So what we have called a harvesting function, and that's just for these teens that are affected by the meth machine, and then the next utility that I'm going to explain. So what you do is you go onto our website and you harvest it, and harvesting it pulls it out of the teen and it puts it into this device that we call a meth bank. It's right on our My Collection page. You can see it right at the top. And then what you do is you harvest every day. And then when it's time for you to go claim, either from your OGs, your resurrected teens, your gods, or if you just have teens, then you can select that meth bank and you can drain that meth bank and claim it with everything else. So it gives you that control again to decide when you want to claim and pay your gas fees. So that's why we call it harvesting. It's called a little different terminology than claiming. So that's with the meth machine. Now, Her Crypto just mentioned something. I want to talk about this. This is crazy, and I'm so sad for you. God, this sucks. So as we were going through the project and after we announced the God Bull utilities, everybody was happy. It was cool. But then we had some of the people that held teens, because that's what they used to get to the project. And they were like, man, unless I have a God Bull, I'm not going to be able to resurrect. Or unless I go and buy this meth machine off of OpenSea, I'm not going to be able to have it impact my teens, in which these meth machines are over half an ETH, I think is what they're selling for right now. And we thought, you're right. So it's always been our plan to bring methane into our ecosystem. I've said it since day one. You guys are seeing all of these cool things that we're doing is all about making sure that our community can earn methane, right? Get the methane into our community's hands. There's a reason for that. And we'll talk about that in a second. But we thought, you know what? Let's do something with the teens. Let's give our community the opportunity to earn methane from our teens. But we thought, you know what? But we're going to actually do a little bit different gamification for this. There needs to be a little bit more work. And the teens are affected differently. So we've got the resurrected teens, we've got the meth machine teens, and we've got these new utility for just a regular good old fashioned teen. I have this analogy that I use for teen meth generation. I equate the resurrected teen to your 18 or 19-year-old teen. He's got a job, he's responsible, he gets up in the morning or she gets up in the morning, they go to work, you don't have to babysit them, you don't have to get them up, they just do their thing, they earn their money, they come home, they're cool. That's a responsible teen. Then you got the meth machine teen. The meth machine teen, maybe he's been working or she's been working for a year or two, 16, 17 years old, and maybe you got to remind them, hey, you got to get out of bed. But for the most part, they can drive themselves there. They get to work. You just got to remind them here and there. That's that machine. That's that teen. Now, the teens that don't are affected by or not affected by the meth machine, that only have the meth utility, this is the first time job teens. These are the teens that you have to wake up every day. You got to kick them in the ass. You got to drive them to work. You got to make sure that they're doing everything they're supposed to be doing so they get their paycheck daily and they're not missing a day, right? That's what we have to do with these teens. And the reason we do that is because it's a leveling up system. So if you have a regular teen in your wallet, it's going to earn methane. In the first week, you're going to earn 1 methane per day. That's it, 1 per day for a whole week. That teen's got to start that job and get into a pattern, right? Then the second week, that teen earns 2 methanes per day. That's cool. We're earning a little bit more. Then once we get to the third week, that teen is earning 4 methane per day. And that teen is going to continue earning 4 methane per day forever, as long as you're going in every single day and harvesting that meth out of that teen, waking it up, kicking its ass out of bed, making sure you're getting to work. You as the parent have to do the work to make sure that teen's doing what's supposed to do. Her crypto, you fell down on the job, didn't you?
I did. I totally fell down on the job. I am not equipped to me. I need someone please open a new McDonald's. I need to send my teens to you. I am obviously not a fit parent. But we have Charlie. Charlie's on stage with his hand up. Do you have a teen issue as well? Do you want to
Right.
complain about these bad teens?
Yes, I thought I might forget my question listening to Tank's teen going to work story because I'm laughing pretty hard. But my question was just kind of a clarification. So a resurrected teen still has to be harvested every day, but
No,
if you
no, a resurrected teen will compound just like an OG bull.
okay, what were you? So I missed something. So what were you saying? Where you had to
Meth
you had to
machine.
go in? Okay, so if I have a meth machine, I've still got to go claim every day.
Harvest. Yeah, you have to harvest every day. You gotta pull that out. And
Got it.
with the regular teen, if you don't have a meth machine and he's not resurrected, he's just a good old fashioned teen, you have to harvest those guys every day. But the benefit of harvesting them every day is they level up. So as long as you're consistent, after 2 weeks solid of doing it, your teen generates 4 methane per day. Now, this is the caveat to that. Like her crypto just had the problem. She was probably up to that level 3 earning 4 methane per day and she missed a day. And if you miss a day, that bad boy gets suspended from work. And when he comes back, he's only earning 1 methane per day again. And you've got to work that process for 2 more weeks to get him back up to 4 methane per day. So that's the gamification part of it. You have to be in there every day harvesting to earn him up, and you got to keep going.
And the absolute worst part about this, besides the fact that, yes, I was at the level 3 earning my 4 a day, blah, 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 is I also have to now restart my 30-day 50 meth bonus. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's the other thing. This teen gets his Christmas bonus every month. As long as he's going to work and never misses a day, every 30 days you get 50 meth bonus. So that's a little benefit for making sure that as a parent we're keeping their asses moving and going in there harvesting. So yeah, it really adds gamification. So it sounds complicated. The really cool thing is everything I just walked through right now, all of this detailed information I gave you guys. If you go to bullsnapesproject.com and you click on, when you're in bullsnapesproject.com, if you go to the little drop down menus at the top and it says holder benefits. If you click on holder benefits and they click on tokenomics, it'll take you to a menu of all the different types of collections. You click on that. There's a really cool descriptive written detail about how the tokenomics work, and then there's pictures that you can follow along with that basically explains everything that I just talked about. So super cool tool. You don't have to stress about, oh my God, Gary went over so much stuff, I'm not remembering it all. Just jump onto our website. We have it all there. And of course, our Discord mods are amazing, and they'll help you guys out with any questions.
I know. And you're talking about the gamification and making it fun. I remember when we talked about this and we were saying, like, this is how it's going to work. So we're going to do. And to you guys in the audience, like I said, this isn't recorded. So we're going to be really loose here with our conversation. I was like, this is dumb. I'm not doing that. Like, you guys can, like, this is so stupid. Who's going to do this? I am not going to go in there every day. And the first time that I miss it, I will not go back in and start over. I'll just give up. Like, whatever. I'm done. Fake news. Let me tell you. I'm back in. I'm like, and it's like a point. Like, it's a point I have to prove to myself. Like, I'm like, you have got to get this together. You are an adult. This is
It's crazy. Well, and you know what's crazy about this is we've looked at the numbers. We tracked this. Over 50% of our holders are doing this. Over 50%. That's over 50% that are being consistent. There's people that jump in and out that aren't doing it consistent, but the consistent ones are over 50%. That's crazy when you think about that, right? It's insane. I love it.
yeah,
It's
that's
awesome.
over 50% of our holders are much more adult than I am.
That's funny.
Okay, I have a newbie question. So
No, what's up?
I went to the website, I connected my wallet, I had 1,300 meth. So are you telling
Oh,
me that I can mint a teen bull for
yes.
600?
Well, okay,
Talk
let me ask you, how many OG bulls do you have?
one.
Okay, no, you're gonna have to have another OG bull of the same guild. So do you have all three breeds left in that bull? If you look at it, does it say three breeds available if you're on your My Collection page?
Hold on, let me go to my collection page. Collection, my collection. Those of you who are listening, follow along. Hold on. I'm here to be dumb on your behalf. Let's
No,
see. I know.
these are
The only stupid question is the one you don't ask. I have no
absolutely
problem asking questions,
yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah, and
okay,
we have an in-depth tokenomics and in-depth game, so I love the questions because it's a lot to remember.
I can't breed it. But my rank is 9,504. So he looks cool, but he's not very powerful.
Do you know what the
Um,
Can
I'm
you
an
see?
East. I'm an East.
You're an East. Okay, so what's the token number? Can you see the token number on him?
4651.
4651. Let's check him out. See what he is all about. Oh, he's got a black hoodie with the rocket ship. I love
Yeah.
the pen.
I
Super cool.
loved him. I
Yes.
thought he was cool and I would wear that outfit. So I was like,
Yep.
yes, this is what I want.
Okay, so I got some bad news. He has zero breeds. He has zero breeds left.
Oh,
Okay.
is that why he was so cheap?
But let's do this. So
wait,
I'll tell you
can
what.
I not see that there are breeds left on OpenSea?
Yeah.
How do I buy something? And is that in the metadata that I can look for how many breeds are left?
Yep, you can look in the metadata. What I would suggest is that the metadata on OpenSea does update. I don't know how often it updates, but it will update occasionally.
Annually?
No. It's like I think it updates every 30 minutes. So, but what I suggest is you go into trait ranks on our website and you can put the token ID in and it'll tell you where it's at. So, this is what I would do for you. Let's do this. If
Okay.
you go in and you buy and you said you have a West teen, right?
East.
Oh, you have an East teen. I need to see what I've got in my wallet here real quick. Let's hook you up since you're up. You've been so great.
Not a teen, not an East teen, OG.
Yeah, OG
OG
Bowl.
Bowl.
Sorry. Yeah, let's see something
But
here.
when she was talking about the ranking of her bowl and it being not ranked in the top, it's ranked really well to possibly be the creator.
Ooh, that's right. Because
Wait, what?
What we call floor bowls could be the creator bowl, huh?
Wait, what? Wait,
So,
what?
yeah. So in our collection, and I've seen the art, it is absolutely sick. So if you watch our lore, the creator created the bulls, right? There's this whole storyline around the creator. He's a human in very far future that has all this power, and he created this whole entire society. So if you haven't watched our lore, please take 37 minutes and watch our lore. I guarantee you're going to be blown away. Okay, the link is actually in the nest. So please, anybody that hasn't done it, this is the best way to understand our project. Really, believe it or not, it is. So the creator created all the bulls. Well,
Yo. All right, so I think they're like, I think they're done with the alpha. What do you guys think? I was trying to wait until all of the alpha was kind of like squeezed out of this conversation, which is why I didn't kind of chime in just yet. Let me know if you guys are still enjoying the alpha or not, but he's kind of getting into the lore more than anything else. But what's going on, everybody? How's everybody feeling today, man? I definitely appreciate you guys stopping by either way.
Oh, I wanted it.
So it's very cool. I'm totally stoked about it. It's exciting.
Man, let me know what's going on, guys. And what's up? So, bam. A little discombobulated today, but I'm still in the mix. Let me know if you guys actually learned anything from the project. From that also, he did drop some pretty good outfit there. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me see. Definitely smash that like button. What's going on, everybody? What's up, baby fat? Giggity, yo. That's what Lori said was going on. What's going on, Crypto Clip Shane? What's up? Hope all is well with everyone. Yeah, man. Same with you, man. Same with you. Fuck, I just woke up from your voice. I thought you were talking to me, shaking my damn head. I'm dead. Yo, Omar, take a nap, bro. Are you? How you feeling, man? You feeling better, man? Hopefully you're feeling a little bit better. Yeah. Tank man didn't wake you up. I woke you up. I love it. I love it, man. How you guys feeling today, man? Did I refresh this yet? Let's see. Deja vu. All right, cool. So had a little pump, well, actually a little bit more than a little pump in the market today, as far as Ethereum wise. 16,895 bucks for Bitcoin currently right now. Then we got a $1,200 68. Excuse, yeah, 200. Why am I so damn dissy down? All right, so 1,268 bucks for Ethereum, up about almost about 7%. About 7%. If anything else pumped, XRP had a decent little pump. Dogecoin was another one we were watching today. I think that may retrace a little bit though. Polygon 86. Man, Crow was holding tough at like 6 cents. ApeCoin went up though. ApeCoin's up about 5. Start looking at some of these other ones, man. Algorand is I'm not against Algorand either. But yeah, let me know if you guys actually learned any information from that Bulls and Apes pretty much rundown. They also were letting people know about the new project they acquired that will be making meth also. That's kind of going to be in their ecosystem, which is kind of cool. So something that I wanted to tap in, kind of look into. I told you I was looking at this is Doge. I was looking at Doge earlier. What up, Tillery? What's the word, man? How you feeling, Tillery? Sorry about that. I had to set that up for a visual that you guys could see a little bit better. I can see pretty clear on that. All right, so what we're looking at here is we had a bit of a pump happen, and you can see we broke through this level right here. And as we pretty much as we broke through this level right here, we got enough volume. We continued on, and you can see we broke a couple other soft levels and reached pretty much I had to call it somewhere. I'll put a line like right there, so maybe just toss one up there. Level of resistance around like that range. And now it's kind of retracing, and it's trying to fight its way back up. If it does power through this portion, which I don't really see why it would, but if it did, it'd probably get to this range right here and then probably get rejected, or you know what I mean, do the up and down bout for a little bit. But I see it kind of retracing before that time frame as we ease closer to that CPI. You guys let me know if you guys feel different about that. Let me know, man. So, but that's kind of what I'm seeing right this second. See what Bitcoin looks like. Seems like this one, Bitcoin is getting capped off around this range. But you can see that it's kind of, I guess you could say consolidating within this this range right here, or really this range kind of going up and down and kind of bobbling within this little channel right here. It dips down underneath it, comes back in, and kind of been going up and down around this range. People are waiting for one or two things, either for it to break out to the upside and have a, because like I said, this is a decent little run right here. Even if it makes it to right here, it's about a 13% run, making it to 19K. Probably say that, I guess it'll probably be maybe around this range or so. Like around this range, so around like 12%, 12.5%. Or vice versa. About a 9% drop if it doesn't hold. then you can kind of see the ranges. Like if this, I feel like if it does run, this range right here around like 1330 or so is going to be a significant resistance level, I feel like. So even if it does break past these different levels, and that opens us up to for our next level, I guess. Around this range. So it's a couple soft levels underneath this range, but if it breaks through this with enough selling pressure, I don't think it's gonna stop around these ranges. I think it'll come down closer to this, which is like 760, 750 range. You guys let me know what you guys think. Oh, wait a minute. Can you guys see? Let me see. Hold up. Jeez, they must have dropped some more alpha. People are buying more bulls, eh? Yeah. All right, so do a quick reset. Sorry, I came on a little bit later. We do have a space in 43 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and reset really quick. I'll be back, and we'll look into a couple more charts on the DeFi side. There were a couple runners on that side also, and then we'll continue on, guys. So give me 2 seconds. All right. Welcome back. Thanks for sticking around, you guys. So we got one on screen. And I believe we spoke about this one previously, I believe. And these levels actually shifted. I will put this on right there. All right, so all right. So let me see if I miss anybody. What's going on, Roberta? What's up, Roberta? How you feeling today? What's the word? Oh, damn, you guys can't even see where it stops at because of that. All right, bam, perfect position, I feel like. So this is the one that I showed you guys last time, man. Just briefly looking at it really quick, man. I like the fact that this is like I said, bearish markets and still chugging, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. This looks pretty good, just from the outside looking in, man. But definitely do your own research and check some different things out, man. Cause that darn thing right there definitely broke out and did some some things on this chart, man. So shouts out to Steve, man, and what he's got going on, man. Let's see what else we got running. Not a whole lot of volume, but a little bit of volume for Bolix token also. About a 15% run up before it reaches its next significant resistance level. Not horrible, but I do feel like it'll have some resistance around this range. What's going on, Roberta? Nothing too much, man. Nothing too much. What's going on, Alexa? How you feeling? Long time no see. How you feeling? What's the word? So, I mean, personally, I like what Bolix is at. It just recently, around this range, was another level of resistance. So it just broke this first level right here. It just has to get through this level, and then I don't think this is really gonna matter at this point. It's like 15% of just free gains right here, and then we get to our next zone where we got some more resistance. So should be I don't think it should be beneficial. Just living a dream. How's the fam bam bam? Shit, man, pretty good, man, pretty good. Girls, you know, still pregnant, sleepy, stuff like that. Doing what she does best, baking the baby. Baking the baby. But yeah. Let me see. So it's Bolix. I want to see how that goes. Like I said, it's only like 2,500 in volume right this second. They announced that they actually had a partnership coming soon, so that's something that I'll definitely be looking forward to kind of seeing what type of partnership we got going, man. I don't know if you guys are interested in that, man, but that ecosystem has definitely got some things going on with it. Looks like say Tom had a little bit of volume to it. See if it uses this point of control right here in the center. If it uses that for a support level now or not. So then it'd probably trade around this range for a little bit, which is not going to be bad because you can see it did pump for a little bit. Took out a couple different levels like right there, and there was another one right here. Here around this range, so just soft levels of resistance that it had to take out. So broke through those, got through the point of control, retraced down. So if it uses it as support and continues to go up with a significant volume, which this normally has pretty decent volume, so probably will take a run at these next levels up here. I think when I move the chart, I start moving shit. Next level will be right here, but let's say we run, it's about 13% or so. Good deal, growing a healthy baby, Cufiano. Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's what she definitely does. Healthy babies that want to eat up the entire house. Yeah, she's definitely good for that. See how Slake's doing. I was checking on them in a little bit. Let me see. So looks like to me this really should be up here. So sold off, went below, I guess, this support level right here, and it's now kind of using it as a resistance level, it looks like. So it may get pushed down a little bit more, it's looking like. Unless some volume comes in or a catalyst happens. These are like super soft thin levels of support that it may or may not hold. Then next level that should and definitely should hold is this right here, this point of control, almost close to launch price. So not bad. They got some developments coming out, but other than that, man, it's really welcome to the bear market, baby. You know what I mean? A lot of charts that are a little bit down right now. Damn, they got 172 million. Only went through this joker. Hasn't looked right though. I hate using this chart for Dex tools. I swear it's never accurate. Checking on Clear Cryptos. They're up 12%. I don't think I looked back at this in a while since it started to like free fall. Alright, so I guess it's probably gonna trade, if I could guess, it'll probably trade sideways around this 4-cent range for a little bit until it gets some type of volume, is what it's looking like. Hey, what's up everyone? Got caught in the Bulls and ape space, but I'm here now. See. If you would have been here, we were actually listening to the Bulls and ape space. See. My brother, no, I'm spoken. Yeah, welcome. Actually, about to wrap it up pretty soon. Get space in about 29 minutes or so. Taking on a couple different charts. That's it. Light stuff. Market's not really doing too much. That little pump was interesting, but it's not gonna be interesting if that joint dumps down. So hopefully we get some more volume and it continues up a little bit. Then we'll kind of see from there, you know. I was about to pull up another chart and I can't even remember what it was. Oh, let's look at Grove real quick. And then after that, take another brief break, and then we'll be right back to it. Looks like a similar story here. It's just getting pushed down right now, it looks like. So may settle around this range where it settled last time and trade sideways, depending on what type of volume comes in. But it looks like it wants to trade sideways right here, but it looks like it's trying to break this level of support also. So we'll pay attention to that one, see how it pans out. Yeah, man, but breezy. And let me know if you guys got any questions about anything that we heard inside of the Bulls and ape space. If you guys didn't understand how he was breaking things down, some of the alpha that got laid out, let me know. Other than that, man, give me 2 seconds and we'll be right back. What's going on? What's going on? And Baby Fat throwing them airplanes up slash
And
announcing our
post meeting
brother.
press conference with Fed Chairman Jerome Powell. Oh, he black. Jerome Powell, he black.
Speaking of Jerome Powell, we will be hollering at that brother quite soon now. Jerome Powell, man. Shouts out to my boy. But yeah, let me know if you guys got any questions, concerns. If not, man, we can chop it up about whatever in the space. Also, guys, I'm going to be dropping it in the Discord. I want to put a vote. I want to see if I can put a poll up or not. You guys can vote on what time you guys would like to do, like a midday like screen share or whatever, you know what I mean? Like kind of chop it up, man. We might do some screen sharing. We might just chop it up and do some different alpha midday, and I feel like it'll be more one-on-one and give people an opportunity to ask more questions that they might have questions about within the market or NFTs or anything else that has to do with this space period. So if you guys had any questions, concerns, or you want to learn more about a project that I actually do know about, or you want to research in on some projects, that's some things we can do too, rather than people kind of investing their money. You guys are more than welcome to ask my opinion, but keep in mind that it's just that. It's not financial advice at all, period. It is just an opinion, you know what I mean? But yeah, hit me. Let me know if you guys got anything, man. If not, man, we're going to get out of here. We got 20 minutes, 21 minutes exactly, and probably about 22 seconds till the space, and everybody's welcome. All right, so not seeing nothing and or too much in the chat, man. I appreciate you guys for coming through, man. If you guys didn't already, hit that like button for me, subscribe. I appreciate you guys for watching this. Even if you watch it later on, I know I'll get some people that kind of wander in and click on the videos as I put the link pretty much every damn where. So I appreciate you guys, man, and I definitely will catch you guys later. Let me go ahead and cut the music as usual. You guys keep cuffing that dip, look for good support levels. And as always, you guys remember it's beyond crypto and enjoy life, man. That's a big thing, man. I feel like a lot of people are forgetting to do that. So have a nice time tonight, guys. If you guys don't join us in the space, but if you do, just come prepared to get a little bit of this alpha and some good old-fashioned good vibes as always, guys. See you guys tonight or later on tomorrow, man. I'll let you guys later.